Hey guys, everybody's always asking me to put up gi techniques because I mostly put up no-gi techniques on my YouTube. So people have been hitting me up saying, hey, you know, Blue, could you post some gi techniques? So that's what I'm going to cover today. For those of you guys that don't know me, I'm a brown belt under Brandon Quick. I run Be Quick Jiu-Jitsu Pleasanton, Texas, and this is my blue belt gym. And today we're going to be covering attacks from the mount. I've been teaching these attacks at my school for like the past 3 weeks. We've been on a mount attack series lately. So I'm going to break them down to you in like 3 different videos. Let's start with the first one. So there's many different ways to set up these attacks, and I'm just going to go with the bare bones basics. Okay, bare bones basics. And you know that a good grappler, he's not just going to simply hug around your waist. If he does that, well, you know, great, you can attack. I'm just going to show one real simple again. Basic. Some of you guys will look at this and be like, man, that's crazy, that's not going to work. This is a basic attack. So all I'm going to do is, I'm going to swim underneath, and at the same time, I'm going to push his wrist down. And I'm going to stay really heavy on this side of his chest, and I'm going to make him look away. So here it goes. I'm here, I come underneath, and I attack here. And notice, when I feel him start to hug, I bring this knee up. The minute I feel him hug, I'm going to stand up with this knee. This knee is going to come up, and I'm going to rotate my elbow back. So it looks like this, to here. Now I've got it trapped, nice and tight. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach underneath my own leg, and I'm going to grab his collar right here. So now it's tight. Here's the issue with big guys, you got to be careful here, because he's going to try to roll you. So I'm going to lean this way. But watch this, Jim, get your arm back. He's not getting his arm back, it's not happening. So, to start my attack sequence from here, the things that I like to do is, I don't want to put my weight all the way over here, right? I want to lean this, I'm floating this knee out, just a little bit, right? And I'm leaning this way, being heavy. So now this first attack series, right, is I'm going to attack Kimura or reverse Kimura on this arm right here. Good. All right, so again, I'm staying heavy on this side, because I'm expecting to try to go that way. Now there's other stuff you can do, and we're going to cover that also. But for this real basic, I'm leaning heavy on this side. I attack here, I hold nice and tight, then I slide this arm back and come underneath to here. Now all I'm going to do, notice what I did. I stay tight, I slid underneath to here, and as I slide, I'm going to grab my own bicep, and then I'm just going to turn. Attack this reverse Kimura. Now what a lot of guys will do is they will rotate their arm up to here. So then all I do, I stay nice and tight. I hug it like I'm hugging an old school telephone. To my neck here, I find that elbow. I make this angle grip. You elbow okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. And then I attack this inverted arm bar. Now some guys, when you go to attack the inverted arm bar, they're going to try to wiggle their arm over their head. So as they come here, that's fine. I pivot, I come up, take this arm bar. So one more time, real simple technique. Again, if I take mount, when I take mount, you know, at my school we call it skydiving. So I take mount right away and I skydive. If he hugs me, then I go right to my attack. But most guys, they're not just gonna hug around your waist unless you're doing MMA and you're trying to pound them in the face. If they do, you know, good on you, you can attack. Now this series, the way I'm showing this setup, again, this is a basic setup. It's not an advanced setup, this is for basic jiu-jitsu. Again, all I'm going to do is I'm going to swim underneath one arm. As I swim underneath one arm, I'm going to attack really hard on this wrist and try to drive it to the ground. When I do that, I'm going to put my shoulder underneath his head, try to make him look away, okay? Real basic technique. I come here, I swim underneath, and I'm here. Now notice, I don't want his head on the mat. If I can keep his head off the mat here and make him look away, it's like this, because I can already feel his arm start to hug me. When I feel that, immediately, I sit up to here. Hug it tight so he can't get his arm back. Reach underneath. Grab a hold of his collar. Notice I still got a hold of his wrist here. Now, again, remember I talked about not running all my weight over here. I like to lean this way, all my weight over this way. So what I'm going to do, I hold his elbow here. This is just the transition that I like to use. I hold the elbow here, I reach back. Now I can finish the Kimura right here, right? But I'm going to go for the reverse Kimura. Okay, I'm going to go from here underneath and grab my own bicep here. And then I'll notice I can finish wrist lock, right? But some white belt, blue belt, you can't attack wrist locks, okay? So all I'm gonna do is reverse Kimura. I got my own bicep, I got a hold of his wrist, I just rotate to get the tap. Now, sometimes when I go for that rotation, he straightens his arm out. When he straightens his arm out, I hug it like an old school telephone, so I'm hugging his wrist between my neck and my shoulder, trapping it. Now, I've been doing it so long, I know right about where the elbow is, but for some of you guys, just find the elbow and rotate it to where you want. Then all I'm gonna do is pull in to the tap. If you don't feel comfortable with that, just find the elbow, rotate it in, and push. If he doesn't have that, and he's really flexible, and he's moving his arm around, he's manages to get it past your ear to here, then I keep this grip, right? Nice and tight, make the rotation, finish the arm. Alright guys, that was you can either attack the Kimura, inverted Kimura or reverse Kimura to inverted armbar, or attack the regular far side armbar.